All right, in this short video, I just want to introduce some things for as we go forward in this class and talk about some things on the reflection form. Let's look at the reflection form. You guys should all be familiar with these. Just one thing with this now. When you get to the lab description, describe in detail what you did for your activity lab. If you're following a YouTube video, either one we provide or one you find, that's great, right? Just make sure you don't just list the video in here, right? Go ahead and you can list the video if you want, but then also detail out a few of the things that you did during the video. All right, let's talk about going forward in this class for this week. Remember, week 1 and week 2 content is due this week, and then we'll move on to week 3 content also during the week, but you should have this done by the time you have your teams meeting this week. Your activity labs are due. So whatever the number of activity labs you need for each week, that is due. All right, in your grade book, right? Remember, if the assignment is completed and no further work is needed, I'll put a complete in your grade book. If you have an incomplete for an assignment in your grade book, you need to finish something, and the message will guide you and tell you what you need to finish. If you have a missing, obviously that means I have no response for the assignment, and the message will also tell you what to finish. So make sure you're catching up with the group. Remember, we're thinking about the class in week chunks. So each week you should have what's due for the week if you don't want to fall behind. Okay, this is new now. For after May 15th, so that's roughly 3 weeks from now, if a student has met all of the requirements, that's 5 weeks of the class, all activity labs are completed, all weekly content is completed, and that means you would have completed on all your assignments in your grade book. Then credit would be earned for the quarter. Okay, remember, no letter grades are given, only a pass or no credit is given for this class. If a P would be entered in your grade book after May 15th, if you are all completed with the requirements, and then no further work would be needed. No meeting for the teams meetings, no reflection forms, no content material would be needed if you have everything completed after May 15th. Okay, after May 15th, if a student has not met the requirements, then credit for the quarter is not earned yet. Okay, and then the NC would be entered in the grade book. And that would tell you that for this time, you have no credit. Students must continue to follow the regular weekly class schedule. If after the 15th you have an NC in your grade book, then you would meet with the teams meeting. I'll offer some remediation opportunities if needed to help you catch up, but you would stay on the regular class schedule, working to turn in your activity labs and your content. As soon as all the requirements are met, then you would receive a P and the quarter would be over. Remember, all grades will be finalized in June, and an NC as a final grade means no credit is earned for the quarter, and you would repeat the credit that you need for PE next year. All right, so this is a lot of information. Hope you had a chance to look at this. Come to your team's meeting this week with questions on this if you have them.